I was just helping a customer with agaves. Now, agaves, that's a huge family of plants, huge. They make tequila out of agave, that great big blue one that grows down towards Tucson, northern Mexico. Phoenix grows some, huge. Up here, I've tried to grow it because it's magnificent. It just gets burned out in the winter. And so I've stopped selling it here. There's some that are similar, not quite as large, called whale's tongue. There's several other big agaves. But at this elevation, this is 4,000 foot above, you're starting to get into that range where if you get a harsh winter, it might just take it out. But there's some varieties, Perii or artichoke agave, grows at the top of Bradshaw Mountain, 7,000 foot. It's going to go down no matter how cold. It's going to be beautiful. Utahensis agave, that's the one that grows up on the Utah border, up around the Grand Canyon area. It's high altitude. It's 7,000 foot. You know that's going to be robust enough to go through any kind of winter. It's so cold in the winter that seems to take them out. So, and I guess it could be clay soil. You folks in those heavy, rich caliche layers, that's not kind to agaves. They got a taproot, real fleshy root to them that holds a lot of moisture. They'll rot in the ground if they stay too wet. So they like to dry out. Another name for century plant, the reason they call it century plant agave is because the rumor is once every 100 years or century, it has this huge flower that shoots up. Well, in a landscape where you've got some care to them, maybe it's once every 20 years. It's not a century, but it's a long time. So it starts out small, and it finally turns into most agaves into this 3x3x3, really pretty Arizona natively looking plant. There's quite a few agaves. And then if you're looking at those, look at yuccas. There's even more varieties of yucca that grow at high altitude, this central highlands area, than there are agaves. But these are all native plants that adapt really, really well for up here. We cover a lot of this in our garden classes each week. So every Saturday at 9:30 in the morning, no matter the weather, it's under a greenhouse, we come back and we teach certain classes. We're going to go over how to properly plant agaves this weekend and then show off pine trees and spruce and fruit trees. How do you plant certain varieties? There's a technique that increases your success rate. We can go over that this weekend. And then the summer plants. Next Saturday, the 12th, that's going to be wildflower and bug prevention. If you've got antelope and deer and rabbits and javelina, what are some plants you can plant that they're not going to bother? Then how do you get rid of aphids and grasshoppers? We're going to go over that in depth. The week after that, the 19th, the best evergreens. If you just want green, some of it blooms, some of it doesn't, we're going to go over that. Which ones are the best and proving themselves here. And then gardening for newcomers the last Saturday in August. So every Saturday at 9:30, we teach a garden class. They're free. We want you just to get better at gardening. And then you get to hang out with other cool people called gardeners. A lot of new folks in, some very established gardeners have great questions. We just share that every Saturday here at Waters Garden Center. Come visit us. Throughout the week, Lisa and I camp out here at Waters Garden Center. We do like talking to fans of the show. Please visit.